Welcome, Alison Ashley, to Perfect Health on Elastic FM with Elaine Godley. Lovely to meet you in person or sort of online. And what a remarkable effort you've made. It's 2 a.m. in the morning in Los Angeles, California, and I've got 10 a.m. in the morning in Nottingham, England.
Yes, thank you so much.
So you describe yourself as a health and wellness purpose coach. So for the benefit of the listeners, what exactly is that?
Well, it's a combination of putting purpose in your life as you're going in the journey as a preventative health and wellness. So I just help clients, women in particularly, about women's health and purpose in their life in all aspects of their life. But health is very prominent issue that a lot of people are going through, trying to figure out different ways to maintain a healthy life.
Okay, so all about balance. So looking at different aspects of life and ensuring that there is a purpose running through the person's life. Is that sort of a brief summary?
Yes, just connecting the dots and connecting with, it could go through personal development, self-awareness, to relationships, and also balancing work life and being a parent.
Okay, that is really important, isn't it? And how life changes as we age. We kind of go through these different chapters in life, don't we? And
Yeah.
So as a parent of a young son, I believe you have a 2-year-old son.
Yes, he's almost 3 in 2 months, and yes, and he's actually, watching him. It's pretty interesting seeing how quick they know what they want and how they are childlike, and going with just with food in general. He knows right away what he wants to eat, what he doesn't want to eat, what he's in the mood for, what he's not in the mood for, and he's very independent thinker. So watching him with different aspects and just letting him be who he's going to be. I try and help clients remember those specifics that kind of you lose along the way as we get older, and we get taught to do this or that, and kind of release all the mind information that we've been taught.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it, how women in particular, which you're concentrating on, we tend, as we go through our different life chapters, to mold ourselves according to what we need to be doing. But in that process, we sometimes lose our own life purpose. So
Right.
each chapter has a different purpose, isn't it? So we're constantly changing and reinventing ourselves. So at the moment, you're on the little person chapter, helping your son to develop and so on. But at the same time, how do you keep your own personality? How do you keep your own purpose and identity and amongst all of that?
I've done a lot of personal development on myself, and looking back at my own childhood and just seeing the progress of um, just kind of really staying in the moment as much as possible. And that the moment of being like right there with everything, it keeps me more balanced and wanting to help people, and seeing the change in people when I'm working with them. I just see everything in a clear space versus chaos, or just kind of like it's just always very clear. The clarity is always moving through. So I think that helps me stay balanced with the way that life is right now. It took a while to adjust to it, because I was completely in a different mind space, and so I'm past the adjustment phase. I'm more like, okay, this is how it is, and I'm okay with it. I guess accepting, and just being in love, being in pure love, and showing love and getting love. It helps balance things out also. So love is very important too,
Yeah,
because all sorts of emotions can come up, especially like pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, after pregnancy. And it's like the flooded emotion, postpartum stuff. You really have to kind of take a hold and really feel your emotions, opposed to hiding them or not really feeling it. So I like to feel certain things. I don't like to cover it up with drugs or other things. I'm just very natural. So that helps me see where I'm at with things. I kind of do a daily talk with myself to
Yeah.
see how things are, checking in with myself, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I do the same. Every now and then I have to have a good talk with myself because I tend to take on too much and I get so
Yes.
enthusiastic and passionate about things. And then before I know where I am, I'm up all hours and I'm not getting enough sleep. So the balance is really important to keep perspective as well, isn't it?
Yes, the sleep, yeah, same thing. I can keep going and I'm like, whoa, I have to stop for a second and like sit and be quiet for a second, because I could just steam through, and then realize that the healthy part, like self-care and eat like food and eating, like not eating enough, like just going, and then I'm like, okay, wait a minute, I need to put the nutrients in my body, I need to eat, I need to sleep, I need to like slow down a little bit. So that's what I really had to start working on, because I would literally like go all day without eating, and then my things are catching up, like, nope, that's not going to work anymore. I have to actually eat and like do it in an effective way. So like getting snacks or certain things that have nutrients in them instead of just eating whatever is close by. So I'm pretty conscious of what I'm eating, and keeping my stability going. So I think it's so important because sometimes you just don't have time to have a full meal, and so you're missing a lot of nutrients, especially breastfeeding. That's a whole nother thing, but I'm still breastfeeding, so keeping the nutrients going, it's really, really important for your teeth, for your skin, for your brain. So I think for parents, or women in general, you can get really overwhelmed with having children. Childbearing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think just being conscious of what you're doing and conscious of what your body needs and intuitively knowing what is needed at that moment.
And so you're really walking your talk, aren't you? So you're helping your clients, but at the same time you're living in an authentic way, that you are living what you're recommending people do, living life in balance. So what did you do before you had your child, and what sort of career sort of path or health path led you into being a coach in the way that you currently are?
Yes. Short story is that I'm 38 now, so probably in my teenage years, I went into like a lot of spirituality, like self-help books and personal development books. And my dad, and then also my brother's dad, was really into all of that too. So it was just kind of always around me. And then actually in my early 20s, I opened up a hair removal business. And that's where the coaching kind of all happened, because it happens a lot when you're working with clients in one way, it becomes therapy. And I decided to get certified in that. So I went to IPEC, which is a coaching program, and got certified. So we did a lot of like deep core energy coaching, transformation, solution focused tools to try and change people, like their thought patterns, and move things from negative thought patterns to positive thought patterns. And then from there, I just realized that a lot of our emotional stuff can be stemmed from a core belief or a core issue in their childhood or trauma. And a lot of the physical ailments can come from your emotional predisposition of emotional stuff that you've been holding on to, can create, and especially stress can create physical problems or disease. So that's why I wanted to get it. That's why I wanted to get more into the health field, to try and figure out women's health issues like PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and endometriosis, and female issues, and then also a lot of other things are linked to other things. So so the whole hair removal business got me into the hormonal imbalance women and working with them for free. And then I started getting clients and working, you know, doing both side by side.
So you've got qualifications in coaching, health aspects with the hair removal business. You're a mother. You're running your own business, so you really are sort of juggling lots of different things. But it's nice as you get older, you can pull all of those threads in and then form programs to then help people based upon your own experience, rather than I get to speak to so many people in the volunteer work that I do, and the people who are more successful are those that are passionate about what they do, which you clearly are, and how they truly live, they truly are authentic in what they do, as opposed to, for example, people who tell you how to bring up your children and don't have any children, you know, that sort of thing.
Right.
It's nice that you are, you know, the living embodiment of how you support your clients. So
Yeah.
how when clients first come to you, what's the first thing that you tell them to do? Is there a sort of pattern in the type of things people bring to you, the challenges?
Well, first I let them speak, see what their truth is, and then I try and help them figure out, depending on what it is, depending on if we have to go deeper on, like go into the deeper issues of what's going on, like get to the bottom of what's going on, or if the things are already up front, like if they already come in knowing they have, say, a physical problem or, you know, a physical issue that they want to try and figure out why they have it. It depends on where they are. So I kind of, some clients just need to talk and vent and let it out. And other clients come in with a very specific thing, like, okay, I have a hormonal imbalance and I'm trying to figure out if it was caused from something or if I can do holistic remedies or approach to changing it or helping me live in a better light. So I just kind of, I do a lot of intuitive work. So it depends on intuitively what kind of pops up while I'm working on a one-on-one client.
Okay, marvelous. So, are you medically qualified in any way? Do you have any other qualifications in addition to all the ones that you've already mentioned with the coaching?
Um, I got two separate certifications, for one for life coaching and one for health coaching. So two different programs, and then licensed electrologist. And then I did take a few medical intuitive classes, but I didn't go the certification route. I just took some to add that to my toolbox, that I can get into a deeper intuitive place when working with a client, that I can pick up things faster.
Great.
So that helped out a lot on the medical intuitive aspect.
Excellent. So are there any conditions that you help with more frequently than others? Is there any sort of pattern in the types of things people bring to you, or is it really wide and varied?
Lately it's been a lot of emotional health and a lot of hormonal imbalance stuff going on. A lot of women's issues. I have some clients from like 20 to 35, and then I have other clients like menopausal, like in their 50s to 60s. So it's kind of a wide bracket. And it's hard to niche down for me, because I feel like I can help mostly everybody. So it's hard to, I just believe that anybody that comes in, you know, it's the right client for me. Some clients aren't the best fit. And so I let them know that. So I don't just take anybody or any case. It kind of has to be in the right energetic vibration or commitment from the client.
That's
So I
important.
want,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
very important, because not everybody actually is in the right place to heal, are they, at that moment in time?
Right, right. Very much so. A lot of resistance happens, and a lot of, you have to either break through the resistance and see if it's going to, you know, change, and then some clients you just know right away they're just not there at that moment, but they do want the help. They're just not ready to make change. And then some clients come in not even knowing what kind of change they're going to make, and then they just completely in a few sessions make leaps and bounds, change. So it just really depends. Everybody's kind of on their own different timeline and situation, and that's why I like that's why I do like that's why I like holistic health, because it's all holistic for individual people, not lumped into one. So everybody has an individual issue or situation or life pattern that not everybody is going to need the same type of modality that's going to work for them. It kind of varies on which ways, because I also just consult them on which, like, send them to a naturopathic doctor or other acupuncturists, or I refer them out, like if they need actual like healing or doctor to help them with other things. So so I'm not actually physically healing them. I tell them to search for other type of doctors that are more that can help them in that way. So I just kind of see where I can help them, and then I refer them out to doctors.
Excellent. And we sort of become project managers, really, don't we? So it sounds like you're the kind of point of contact, and then you've got a toolkit, your own toolkit that you can use, and techniques you can help them. And then if there's anything that you think they need specialist expertise, and you then refer them out to wider associate network that you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. So how do people get hold of you, Alison?
Currently, I'm trying to get more visible online, but they can reach me at info@vlpcoaching.com. That's my email. vlpcoaching.com is my website. And then Instagram and Pinterest, I have vlpcoaching.com. So
and what does VLP stand for? Is it short for something?
Yes, it stands for Vertical Life Purpose Coaching.
Ah, very good. VLP. So vlpcoaching.com is where you hang out. People can get hold of you.
Yes, on Facebook or Instagram or the website. And then locally, a lot of word of mouth and referrals from the hair removal business. But online, that's where mostly everybody can find me.
Okay. Do you still have the hair removal business?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I ask guests to choose two songs. You've chosen "Rise Up" by Andra O'Day. So what's special about this song for you?
The way it starts, and rise up means rising up through any challenge. So from wherever you are, you can always, there's a motivating factor to move up and move forward with life. So that was the main thing, is that no matter where you are in life, you can always go above it.
Excellent. We shall play that for you. And the other one is "A Moment in Time" by Whitney Houston. Why is that special for you?
That is just an old but goodie. Just being literally in the moment of every moment in your life, because it does move fast and things change, and you just have to be adaptable to change, and being in the moment really helps you get to that other place.
Excellent. And that's an important aspect of the work you do as well, isn't it? Helping people to actually appreciate the moment they're in, to acknowledge, accept where they are, and then to rise up and become the best they can be.
Yes. Yes.
It's been lovely speaking with you this morning for both of us. 10 o'clock a.m. for me, and 2 a.m. for you in America. So thank you so much. A true hero.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Lovely to speak to you. I'll see you online.